We are in Vancouver. I am in awe. Mr. Crow. There we are. How pretty. Ooh. Woo! Got a bit rained on out there. Okay, so we are at the Commodore Ballroom. And I don't think I've been here since I was like maybe like 18 or 19. Yeah, probably 19. Anyway, woo! It was quite the night. And I've just been like buzzing. So I couldn't really sleep. Buzzing in a good way. I feel like I have more to say than I can probably get out. But I mean, honestly, that's just been the trend in the last week or so. I've just been like writing a ton. Like I can't stop, and my mind is in this. It gets in times where it's like I can't stop, and I can't stop rhyming. Beautiful breakfast at the hostel, and now, ironically enough, we're going to find a 7-Eleven. I just pet the cutest white dog. I always am kind of talking about like how I want to get a Shih Tzu. I'm hesitant to even say that because I don't know. I can see myself maybe sitting down for like a minute, but okay, we're in the mall again. I've been in a lot of malls lately, and I've become a little bit of a bag lady right now. We always on the move, but anyway, I finally found a new winter jacket, and I have been envisioning this jacket for like 2 weeks probably. Anyway, found the perfect one. Walked in Valley Village boutique, which is new, and it was right there, brand new, very soft. Yeah, so that's really nice because it's actually getting pretty cold out. And my other rain jacket, I'm gonna donate that because it doesn't fit me very well. It was a kid's one. Oh, but yeah, it's wild out here. I'm like, when is the end of this video coming? I thought it was yesterday. Thought it was this morning. It's not here yet. There's still something there. So we're gonna find out, but we're very much enjoying this day. Another really interesting development in the story. We're having onion rings. I've been wanting these for like a year, so I was like, let's go. It finally is happening. All right. Little BTS of what we're up to this evening. Got our the geese flew in behind me when I was doing my recording. Oh, it's so beautiful out. It's not too cold. And we've got our little studio going on under this umbrella, and it's actually functioning very well. I have to say, I'm quite pleased. I was gonna do it in that big rib cage, but it's a puddle in there. Hi geese! I have these onion rings that I got today. They're going to the geese. I mean, they're pretty good, honestly. Well, they're for the geese. Geese. Oh, that's cute. It's like a skull necklace. Buongiorno. Oh, so nice to be outside. It's like you wake up, okay, what's going on? But then you come outside. Oh, everything is right. And look, we have a bit of sun kind of reflection. So I am now wearing glasses, and I did a bit of maquillage because I feel like we must need some sun in our eyeballs today. I'm so excited. And I didn't have to move rooms today, which is really nice because moving rooms every day, kind of exhausting. You are the key. Let all the hurt inside of you die. Back to basics here today. We have our sauerkraut Ooh. Avocado and 2 sourdough rolls. It's like, I have to go. It doesn't matter if you've already gone once. I have to go. And I was thinking about just what it means to be like a fan of something and what it means to love something so much, right? And it's been the same this whole time. Like, that's literally how anything has ever been created in my life, because that love is what bridges the gap between you and it. And, you know, you can create whatever you need to do. So, like, what the heck kind of fan would I be if I wasn't there? And someone at the first show was like, oh, you know, do you like the new stuff? And I was like, yeah, I like all of it, you know? And like, that's, for me, if someone, like, okay, if something is like my favorite thing, something is my, like, when I think about my favorite bands, right? My favorite artists, things like that. It's like, I loved anything they did. Anything at all. Like, they could literally, like, I don't know, squish something on a piece of paper and put it out, and I'd be, yes, that's art. That is incredible. And to me, that just speaks to, you know, what it means, like, unconditional love. That's how it feels, you know? And again, I have the same feeling for all of my favorite artists. I don't just support their art. Like, it's like, you support the whole thing, the whole package. Like, I feel, you know, it's like ride or die. And that energy is so beautiful. And I know that there's some of you that are that for me, and that's a freaking gift. And that's why I say, wow, thank you so much to everyone who's breathed me into being, because you have, you know. We all give each other, you know, support in some way on this planet. I just think that's so special, and that's really what the music is about and for and whatever. And anyway, a moment for the fit. Let's go. Yup. It's a little bit colder than I feel like I'm realizing. I was sitting in a cafe yesterday, and this girl was in there, and I was just overhearing their conversation, and she was like, have you ever spent 3 hours in a TNT supermarket? The other girl's like, no. Just reflecting on, like, you know, just being on the road. And I was talking to a girl in the hostel today, and she's like, do you feel like you want to, like, stay somewhere kind of thing? And, you know, I feel like this has been the theme for quite some time now, that, like, I do. You know, there's very much a part of me that is like, I want to just, like, sit for a minute. Like, I would love to have my own place and all that kind of thing. But there is a greater part that says it's not time yet, you know? And it's just like one of those things where you can't, like, make things happen faster than it happens, or make things come before it comes, you know. And that's why I always post that nature does not hurry and everything is accomplished, because, like, really everything is just on time. And so long as you allow it to align and let it, you know, come when it's right, it will. But it's really interesting because, you know, I definitely do have that, like, oh, you know, even right now I'm just like, I could get an apartment here, but something says no. I don't know what it is. Like, for example, at the beginning of the year, I tried to move to Portland. And, you know, I had that same intention where it was kind of like, you know, maybe I should live somewhere and, you know, set up my studio and, you know, be close to people and whatever, right? And I tried it. And it didn't work out, and it wasn't supposed to. So it takes a lot to persevere and keep going when there is just such like, it can get really uncomfortable, you know. And that's why, like, for me, like, learning how to navigate and stay healthy and stay grounded and all those things on the road is, like, so important. And I recognize that that's part of my journey, you know. And, like, we all have our own journey that our soul chose and whatever, but Yeah, it's just, you know, for example, when I think about waking up in certain places that I've been and, like, you know, doing a routine in the morning and things like that, because it's what I, at that point, had a belief that I should be doing that. And perhaps it was to an extent, you know, but the energy flow and the energy current of when you're living in alignment surpasses and allows for the influx of what is required to continue your path, even though it might exist completely outside of shoulds and coulds and woulds, and how something might seem, you know, that is the healthy route, you know. And that's why it comes down to the energy, you know. Today, like, I was in the grocery store and I was looking at food, and part of me said, oh, this is what's going to be good for the system. But then when it came down to it, I was led to what I needed based on the energy, not based on what it looked like. And that opened up the well, you know, for the channel and the current for everything else. So yeah, anyway, we'll see where we go. Because even now I have an idea in my mind, but I feel like that idea was planted out of a belief that might not be true, but it's one that I held on to because it provided a level of certainty, or a level of, like, almost like backup plan energy, which I don't really like mess with that much. But sometimes when you're, like, really out there, you kind of cling to that a little bit. It's wonderful, but also sometimes having that, you know, backup plan can give you a false sense of security that limits what you were trying to do in the first place. So anyway, good fun. See, this is exactly what this is saying right here. On a fundamental level, Terry's life makes us ask, what if? Suppose he thought about running across Canada but simply changed his mind and decided not to do it. Terry was a shy boy from a sleepy Vancouver suburb. If he'd changed his mind and never run, he might have wondered what if for the rest of his life. Beautiful. Big up, Terry Fox. It says, sometimes we all feel like we're just one more person here on Earth. Why does anything matter? Why do any of us bother going on? But the fact is that we do go on, and all of us matter. And just maybe if we follow Terry's example of choosing the more difficult choice, our lives take on meaning greater than we might ever have dared hope. This is really good. Failures wanted, submissions open. Seeking submission of artifacts, rejection letters, attempted repairs, abandoned art project, ruined experiments. All manner of failure artifacts are welcome. Lost and found museum. I love that. It's funny how, like, things come into your reality like that, or at least for me, this is what happens. Like, things come in, but it's like not the time for it. But they all come in at once. So sometimes it's like really confusing, and then you find out, oh, that was a later thing. Yeah. But yeah, once you make the choice, just again, the floodgates open back up, and then you get all the clarity again, and then everything is all aligned again, and it's so funny. And then you realize, oh, you know, because the ego has this makes a big drama about it. Oh, you know, that's it, you know. And then you see, oh, it's just another step, one foot, you know, in front of the other, and there's no end. It's not like, oh, you make a choice and that's it forever. No. Maybe just another piece of the puzzle. You know, it's like waking up for breakfast saying, I'm going to have toast today. Doesn't mean you have to have toast for the rest of your life. You can change it. But you might have toast today, and that was the choice that leads you into what you're going to do tomorrow. So anyway, we're going to open up this fortune cookie now. This is like the one that we did in the space capsule. It says keep expectations reasonable. The vibe is wild right now. Oh my goodness. Wow. It's Teresa Caputo in these streets. It's giving Vampire Diaries Season 3, Episode 7, Ghost World. Yeah, and then I was like reviewing my encounters and experiences for like the last 24 to 72 hours, and I was like, okay, yup. Anyway, we're moving away from this ghost street today.